Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. I'm saying hello for an extended period of time so that the internet can catch up. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know in the comments, please, if you can see and hear me. Be very helpful indeed. There is a bit of a lag, as per usual. I haven't done one of these in a while. Working. Thanks, Mom. Hi, Dad. Oh, you're watching separately for a change. That's interesting. I expect more comments from Dad, I'm sure. Thank you for joining me. I feel a bit rusty, I'm not going to lie. It's just been ages, I think. But, I've been working on the album quite a bit, and it's a huge undertaking, guys. It's quite big. Lovely to see you guys. There's my parents, Bob, Jess, number one fan. Nora, thanks for joining. Mo is here. Yay. Oh, I'm so chuffed. So chuffed. You love that word, don't you guys? Hi, Emily. Yay. Excellent. So I will sort of get started, I suppose. A little bit of admin. Want to thank, like I said, everyone for joining. This is great to have you guys here. Feels like I've got someone other than Neil around in my life. Thank you for joining. Thank you especially to my patrons on Patreon who are amazing. So Viv and Dave, Nora, Emily, Kevin, the new one, and Linda, thank you so much for being there for me and supporting me on Patreon. It's awesome that you're doing that. If any of you want to join Patreon, I'll put a link in the description, but it's just patreon.com/Erica Lee Martin. And you can be one of my patrons for as little as $1. It's really cheap, and you get some really good stuff out of it. So just saying. Hi, everyone. Where's Maria's shout out? Well, she's not here. Anyway, I love you, Maria. Here's your shout out. She will get a shout out actually, because I'm doing a song that would not be if it weren't for her. So that is happening a bit later. So today I'm doing, I'm called it influencers. God knows why I did that, because, I'm not talking about like Instagram influencers. I'm talking about people who influenced me as a songwriter, mostly. I think as a singer, let's be honest, it was Ariel from The Little Mermaid that had the hugest impact on my vocal journey. But definitely in terms of songwriting, these guys played a huge part. And it was really fun to revisit these things during this. So doing the covers that I've been doing recently are going a little bit down memory lane. So this has been fun. Just working on the guitar skills. Yeah, feeling good. I'm just going to catch up on chat periodically. Are you going out much? No, we are not going out at all, basically, because we don't want to. We're being very, I was going to say safe, but we are being very cautious because there's no vaccine. Sorry, that's our take on it. So we're being careful. Also, we have beer in the house. Right. Let's carry on, shall we? All right, here's the first one. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. I'm going to announce the songs before I play them. So this is Hand in My Pocket by Alanis Morissette. Nope. Here we go. I'm broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy, yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is flicking a cigarette. And what it all comes down to is that I haven't got it all figured out just yet. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a peace sign. I'm free, but I'm focused. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. I'm brave, but I'm chicken shit. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all boils down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is hailing a taxi cab. And what it all comes down to, my friends, is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is playing the piano. That's hand in my pocket, kind of. Sorry, I realized like 30 minutes ago that I was playing one of those chords wrong. So I tried to do it better in this one. I don't think it worked. I'd never played that song before, and I suppose I'd sung it, but I guess, just like singing along to her as opposed to singing it myself at a performance or something. But if you ever, like, Jagged Little Pill was the first album I owned properly as an individual, as opposed to albums that were owned by my parents. And it changed my young life. I think I was only 10 or 11. I think 11 when I got it. And I didn't understand half of the stuff she was talking about, obviously. And listening to the album again as an older person, as someone who is now 10 years older than Alanis was when she made the album, is like really, you just relate to it so much more. You're like, geez, she's hit the nail on the head really with a lot of this stuff. So there we go. I'm going to catch up on the chat now. I have beer too. Exactly. See, Nora, we don't have to go anywhere. You're destroying small businesses. They're destroying me. No, I'm joking. The government is destroying small businesses like mine. I know you requested thank you, but that song goes on forever and ever. Also, I haven't learned it yet, but I will. Don't smoke. I'm not going to smoke. I'm just catching up. Oh my gosh, you guys are writing so much. I love you all. I'm so happy you're here. From the Sailor Moon soundtrack. No, not today. None of those are coming to mind, Jess, but I'm sure you'll send them to me, so that's fine. The Gorillas are really good though, Alex, so that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so like I said, Alanis really kind of influenced my stuff, and I think this song is probably the closest of my songs to Alanis. I'm sure you'll agree. I walk over to your table. We have not been formally introduced. I take your order. It's already memorized. Would you like anything else? You tell me. How about a smile? You ask if I am grumpy and you tell me I am dark. You ask if I am angry, if I'm bored, but you know what? It's not your place. It's just my face. I walk down the street to do my errands for the day. I need a wee, so I will just duck inside. But now one thing stands in my way, a fucking smile. You ask if I am grumpy and you tell me I am dark. You ask if I am angry, if I'm bored, but you know what? It's not your place, it's just my face. Monday's child is full of grace. It's a shame about the face. We're on a date and you're telling a story with a joke buttoned on the end. You're not funny, so my face just doesn't move. You say I should lighten up, allow myself to laugh once in a while. Ha! You ask if I am grumpy and you tell me I am dark. You ask if I am grumpy, if I'm bored, but you know what? It's not your place, it's just my face. That is RBF, my song from Out of the Playground. I feel like that's the most Alanis song that I've written. And it was not on purpose. It just sort of happens. The anger comes out, and then there's just like a little bit of early Alanis in there. That song would not exist as it is now without Maria McKenna. So there's your shout out. Obviously, she's got this quite a lot of the same experiences that I've had as a person who has resting bitch face. So she contributed to that song in a massive way. So thank you. Loving this new arrangement. Yeah, because I can't play bass. So, or the drums. So this is it. And then you are, yeah, exactly. Bows. Yay. All right. Thank you guys. So yeah, Alanis had a massive influence on me. And I never really, after Jagged Little Pill, her next album was supposedly from her Infatuation Junkie. And a lot of people were like, well, this isn't the same exact album. I don't like it. And that never bothered me. I was like, well, this is her journey. This is what she's doing. And this is the music she's making. If you don't like it, listen to something else or listen again to Jagged Little Pill. So I respect the heck out of an artist's journey. Like, just do whatever you want. I mean, if Madonna can and Cher can reinvent themselves every couple of years, it's the same thing. Right. So someone who had a huge impact on Alanis is Joni Mitchell. And Joni Mitchell was my mom's fave growing up. And so she became one of my faves as well. And I, found out later that Joni had a big influence on Alanis. So it sort of makes sense. So I feel like I'm like the granddaughter of Joni. So I've been doing a couple of Joni songs lately because, because we have a very similar vocal range, and I always enjoyed singing along to her songs. And however, her stuff is really hard to play on the guitar. So I picked an easy one to play today. I am working on California, Mom, but that is hard. I have to say, it's hard. So this is Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. Bows and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy dancing way you feel when every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, but now it's just another show. You leave them laughing when you go, and if you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads, they say I've changed. But something's lost and something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win or lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win or lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. That's Both Sides Now by Joni Mitchell. That's a fun tune. Yeah, it's just so nice, and I think I probably adopted her her way of writing, her sort of I mean, whatever, A-B, but the A-B, I think I quite enjoy that, and the I don't know how you call this, maybe you guys know, but when you've got, you know, like a chorus and you change just one word or a couple of words and you make it about, and you sort of like a structure and then change it. I use that. I do that a lot. And Alanis did that. And I just quite enjoy it. Yeah, I guess it's some kind of poetry technique or whatever. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. That song was written in 1966. It's entirely timeless. I was saying this to a couple of Joni Mitchell fans as well, that, you know, her insight into life and human emotion it reminds me of Shakespeare and how his understanding of humanity is just timeless. Like you read those plays and you're just like, how do you understand exactly the human condition, you know, that is still happening now, in some plays and in some instances, obviously. Thank you, guys. Yes, exactly like I Push On, Jess, which is what I'm going to do now. So I'm going to do that song, which I haven't done for ages, actually. So it's in a different key from the last one. Just making a mental note. I'm on a roll, the sun in the distance and the ground underneath my feet. The gravel is harsh here, painful underfoot, but I see summer up ahead and I push on. I push on, though there's darkness behind me and the road is long. I push on, push on, though the sunlight may blind me as I go along. I'm in the sea, the shore in the distance, and the fish nibble at my feet. The waves are too high here, rising overhead, but I see safety in the sand and I push on. I push on, though the depths are below me, I swim on. I push on, though the current may sway me as I go along. I'm in a room, your face in the distance, and my head is over my feet. The air is too thin here, I can hardly breathe, but there's a smile upon your face, and I push on. I push on, though your love may consume me, I go along. I push on, though I know I will miss you when you're gone. That's I Push On from Out of the Playground, my album from 2 years ago almost, which is insane. But anyway. Alex, you're really funny. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your nice comments. Yeah, I feel like that is very similar, and I'm sure this is not something that I consciously thought of when I am writing, or when I've written any of my stuff. I'm not like, I'm gonna make something like this and this. It's just sort of whatever moves me. So that structure, because I really enjoy it, like A Case of You is just my favorite song in the world, and so I think that is going through my head constantly, that structure. So yeah, I tend to just like stuff like that. Thank you guys. I'm a little bit tired, so I'm going to take some water. I hope you guys are doing something nice on the weekend. I know sometimes it's not the weekend for people, but I hope you're doing something fun anyway. Fun and safe. Right. So the last person I'm talking about is someone who also took inspiration from Joni, and that's Rufus Wainwright. He and I actually have very similar styles in some way. We have a similar background, our parents are musicians. We both went to McGill also, which is weird. So we have a similar approach to songwriting. I think there's a lot of classical music that makes its way into our stuff. And I didn't really think about that until I was trying to think recently about artists that I'm similar to sort of explain people, this is the kind of stuff I do. And then I was like, oh yeah, we do actually have a very similar style. And I'm just revisiting some of Rufus's stuff because I loved his stuff when I was at CEGEP and when I was starting uni, and then just sort of left it and just stopped listening for quite a while. And so he's just got a new album out now, so I'm gonna So has Alanis, actually. So I'm going to revisit those, the old things. And so this is one of the ones that I revisited, and it's like I haven't listened to it in 15 years or something like that. Maybe not quite as long as that. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. Anyway, so this is Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk by Rufus Wainwright. This is a belter, guys. Cigarettes and chocolate milk. These are just a couple of my cravings. Everything it seems I like's a little bit stronger, a little bit thicker, a little bit harmful for me. If I should buy jelly beans, I have to eat them all in just one sitting. Everything it seems I like's a little bit sweeter, a little bit fatter, a little bit harmful for me. And then there's those other things, which for several reasons we won't mention. Everything about them is a little bit stranger, a little bit harder, a little bit deadly. It isn't very smart. Tends to make one part so broken-hearted. Sitting here remembering me, always been a shoemate for the city. Go ahead, accuse me of just singing about places with scrappy boys' faces, a general run out of town, playing with prodigal songs. Takes a lot of sentimental Valiums. Can't expect the world to be your Raggedy Andy while running on empty. You little old doll with a frown. You gotta keep in the game, maintaining mystique while facing forward. I suggest a reading of a lesson in tightrope, or surfing your high hopes, or adios Kansas. It isn't very smart. Tends to make one part so broken-hearted. Still, there's not a show on my back, holes or a friendly intervention. I'm just a little bit heiress, a little bit Irish, a little bit Tower of Pisa whenever I see you. So please be kind. If I'm a mess. Cigarettes and chocolate milk. Cigarettes and chocolate milk. That's Cigarettes and Chocolate Milk by Rufus Wainwright. What a sing. And revisiting that this week was so much fun. I just was like, oh my God. You just know exactly what he's doing. Because, all of you guys know, but anyways, obviously I was an opera singer, so I can see exactly what he's doing. He's really just using everything he has. He's an excellent piano player. That's his instrument. So he's a classical music baby, so he just knows all this stuff and is putting it into his pop, and that's really fun. So here we go. Am I 17 again? Exactly. I know. I was playing this like, what? This song compliments your voice well. Thanks, Jess. Yes, this is not the same key that Rufus sings it in. I can assure you. That was one thing that always kind of bugged me about Rufus, is because he's got a different range than I have. So, and he uses his range. So it's like Sinatra, like I'm either singing at the same level or up an octave with him, and it's too hard. So I definitely changed the key for this one. Yes, my voice is much better because I took lessons and he refused. But I think he is sounding much better these days. He's been doing some like live stuff, like lockdown performances and stuff, and he does sound a lot better. So maybe he's gotten his shit together. I remember going to see him in 2000, whatever it was, eons ago, with an old friend from uni, and we left like before the encore started. Basically, his voice was so raw. Montreal was like the last gig that he did of the tour, and he was so tired, like he couldn't get through anything, and like he was really scraping the bottom of the barrel. And I was like, mate, take lessons anyway. Right. Da, da, da. She said with quite a hoarse voice when she speaks. When I'm using my singing voice, though, I sound fine. Right. So this is sort of not at all in the same league, but I think this is a similar themed song, I suppose, of mine. Yeah, he really does push his voice. Yeah, it's much, like I said, it sounds easier now. I think he's done some work. All right. This is In Control. Hang on. I've always been one to sit at home alone on a Friday night. If there's a party down the street, I'm knee-deep in my third beer. I'm gonna say it's too cold, it's too cold, it's too cold, and I'm not feeling well. But the truth is, I'm a lazy piece of shit. I like to say no, it makes me feel in control. There it is. I've always been one to plan ahead and to fill up my days. If there's auditions to be had, I'm so there. Unless I start feeling bad, I'll say I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but there's an emergency. And the truth is, I'm a scared-ass piece of shit. I like to say no, it makes me feel in control. I like to say no, it makes me feel in control. It's so short. That was one of the first ones that I wrote for Playground. And it's just, I quite like songs. They're just sort of throwaway songs. I quite enjoy them sometimes because it's just like when you get to the point, just whatever. You've gotten to the point, here it is, throw it out there. And I was really trying to be honest in my lyrics when in Playground. I was just trying to be myself and sort of just whatever was in my head was coming out. Sometimes it was really lovely poetry and sometimes it was not. So there you go. I know, Emily, this... Yeah, a lot of people have told me that when I'm going to gigs and I play this song a lot of people are like, oh my God, you're speaking my mind. It's speaking my truth. That is all I have planned today. Lovely, lovely fans of mine and friends and family and well-wishers. So unless anyone has some dire requests that I can possibly play, please shout them out. But that is everything I have. So, thank you for joining me again. It's so nice to have you guys here. I just realized that the lights are getting kind of dim outside, so you might not be able to see me right now. But I just want to do a couple of quick announcements. So next week, my next single comes out, the second single of the album, and it is called Take My Picture. And it's a very cool song. It's a bit different. You might see the Rufus influences in there, I think. And now that I'm thinking about it, actually. And then also, there are two special guests on that track. My mom, Vivian Lee, and my dad, David Martin, are both on the track. And my dad actually plays a very nice, fancy-ass solo on the trombone. So you guys have to download it next week when it comes out and just throw it at your friends, tell everybody. I was going to do, I'm not doing Firestarter. I'd rather die. So I'm not going to do a live stream next week because I'm not going to actually be here, which sounds really bizarre. But Neil and I are going to go and socially distance, see Neil's parents. So that is the plan. So I can't do a live stream next week to do a launch for that song, but please do like it and share it when it comes out. Anyway, currently working on the music video for that, which is also a killer. So yeah, just like look out for that one. Throw it at your friends. Yeah, just literally throw, I suppose is what I meant. But yeah, that is the big announcement. The other things are you can buy my merchandise through my website, ericaleemartin.com. There's merch right now for the Patio single album artwork by Jess Martin. And there is also Out of the Playground, you can get a special like t-shirt or well, the t-shirt's pretty cool, I have to say. I have one. It's over there. I don't know why I'm not wearing it. But you can see what they look like on the website. And there will be a Take My Picture one once that's released. Also album artwork by Jess. And then the final thing is I'm going to be doing a tête-à-tête. So an interview with La Chienne Musicale next Sunday. So the 26th of, is it the 26th? 27th of July. I have the details. Hang on. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time, and 4 o'clock for me. So yeah, sorry, no, it's the 26th of July, 26th. But I will be posting about that on social media. So if you want to, we can hear me talk about my music and whatnot and how I've been dealing with lockdown, although you guys know, really. So yeah, thank you very much for coming. I'm reading your comments. Take My Picture though. You guys, seriously, you're going to really love it. And the trombone really adds something. So great. I decided that Cool for the Summer should be a regular cover for you. It's really fun. That song is really fun. I'm not going to lie. It's one of my favorites. Now, without you next week, I won't know it's Friday. Oh, I don't know. I'll barely know who I am tomorrow, I have to say. Yes, see, my mom bought some merch and she really likes it. So there you go. Okay, thank you so much. That's the end. I'm going to go open the friggin' windows because it is hot in London right now, guys. Thank you for being here. Please do tell your friends about these things and direct them to the website and generally sing my praises. I love you very much. And I'm going to try and do a launch party for the video of Take My Picture when that comes out a little bit later. That's the next time I'll see you, I suppose. Okay. Bye, everybody.